Good morning. My name is Pastor Mose. In today podcast, I'm going to talk about a relationship in general. I'm not going to talk about couple relationship, just relationship in general. The relation between the people. We are social people and we live with other people, and people surround me and surround us. So, how to deal with people who are surrounds us? I have to deal with them, right? Everybody should deal with them. Are you aware of the tremendous advantage frogs have over humans? They can eat anything that bugs them. Wouldn't it be great if we could consume our relational problems rather than letting them consume us? Very good. They say if the life throw you lemon, make it a lemonade. It would be good if we could eat anything that bother us. What bugs you the most about people? It is, to me, personally, what bugs me the most is the hypocrisy, inability to admit their mistakes. The people who surrounds me bugs me, and what bugs me the most is hypocrisy and inability to admit their mistakes, inability to give and take. Some people only wants to give me, give me, give me, give me, and some people they want to give. Oh, give. I want to give. میدم من میدم به شما میدم. So many people are like this. They don't like to wait. They don't like to wait. یا میخوان بدن، همش میگن ما میدیم ما میدیم، یا میگن نه ما نمیتونیم بدیم. There is that extreme or that extreme. There is no middle point. That's bug me the most. I don't want to stereotype, but mostly black people have had bad attitude and still have bad attitude or act like a jerk. Mostly black people are like this. Again, I'm not judging anybody, but mostly if you see the gangster in the films, drug is so much among the black people. They are simply jerk. Again, I don't want to stereotype. If my talking offended anybody, I excuse you in advance. I don't care. I really don't care. What is the reason why they behave like this? The reason is not important for me. I don't care the reason. I can handle disagreement or differences of opinion, but negative attitude or acting like a jerk to humiliate me really get to me. The only solution I found for this is making distance between myself and you and it is on purpose. Intentionally, I make distance between me and you. Me and you. I make distance between me and you. That's the solution I found. There should be distance between me and you. Because I don't want to be doormats for other people. In every relationship in general. There is 3P. Because there is relationship exists. But in the relationship, you cannot be doormat for other people. First P is perspective. How do I see myself? How do I see others? People that surround me, how do they see me, and how do I see them? How do others see me, and how see others? Our perspective determines how far our relationship will develop. The second one is process. Do I understand the stage of a relationship? I'm not talking about romantic relationship. Don't make me wrong. I know the psychologists, they say, oh, there is 12 stage of romantic relationship, blah 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 blah. I don't care about that. Today I'm going to talk about the relationship in general. Do I understand the stage of a relationship? Do I realize there are some stages in a relationship that are more crucial than others? In any kind of setting, in any kind of situation, there is different stage of relationship. You meet somebody, you have experienced it for sure. I'm 100% sure up to now. You met so many people. I don't care how old are you, but you met so many people. In the school, in workplace, even in the street, in the park. You met other people. Maybe you start a relationship. Maybe you are in the same class. So you are in a relationship with your classmate. You are in a relationship with your colleagues. You are in a relationship with your team member. You are in a relationship with someone who sit in the same building in the church. Do I realize that there are some stages in a relationship that are more crucial than others? And third one is problems. When facing difficulties in a relationship, how do I handle them? We don't have any relationship that doesn't have any problem. Relationship is always with problem. How do I handle that problem? Normally, I act as I see myself. If I behave badly toward other people because I feel bad about myself, that's why it's there is something that they say, if you don't love yourself, you cannot love others. So if you see yourself as a bad person, then you act like a jerk toward other persons. Maybe you are in denial. You are stupid and you insist, oh, don't tell yourself. No, there is, they say, oh, in فارسی language بذار یه تیکر فارسی بگم، میگن جملات تأکیدی وجود داره. برو جلو آینه بگو تو خوب هستی، من تو رو دوست دارم، باهوش هستی. این چیزایی که خیلی از روانشناسا میگن این رو بره جلو آینه تمرین بکنه. ولی گاهی اوقات باید حقیقت رو باور کرد. وقتی احمق هستی، با رفتن جلو آینه و اینکه بگی تو باهوش هستی، تو باهوش هستی، هیچ وقت باهوش نمیشی. وقتی احمق هستی باید قبول بکنی که احمق هستی. حالا بگو، به خودت نگو احمق. وقتی احمق هستی، احمق هستی دیگه. حالا هی بگو به خودت نگو احمق. احمق هستی هستی دیگه. حقیقت رو باید پذیرفت. قبول نمیکنه. قبول نمیکنه که احمق هست. Okay. If you want to deal with other people, first change yourself. Be a better person. Again, I'm not talking about marriage. I'm not talking about couple therapy. Change yourself to act better. Change yourself to a better father. Change yourself to be better brother. Change yourself first. And then you can respect others. The story of Good Samaritan in Luke 10:30 to 37 illustrates this principle. The robbers who beat up the traveler used people. We encounter these people. I'm going to talk about it in specific details. Encounter with the Satan. If you are lucky enough, you have been robbed only once. It's only if you are lucky. So there was a passenger. He was traveling and he robbed by thieves. Some people want to use you. They say blah 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 blah. They want to use you because of they use this blah 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 because this and that. I use this and that. They stole from the traveler and saw him as a victim to exploit. Traveler, the passenger, was a victim. And I had a consulting session with someone one-on-one, and the person who's supposed to help me asked, are you a victim? And I said yes. I didn't continue talking about that because he didn't care at all. He's supposed to help me, but he didn't care. That's our society. I was abused by the leaders of the church emotionally and physically. The priest and the Levite were legalistic and withdrawn. They saw the beaten, robbed victim as a problem to be avoided. I don't care. He is beaten, he is naked and robbed. in the street and they pass by. They don't care. They want to go to synagogue and sit in high places and talk about what they know. I know everything. They don't care about the poor people on the street. The priest and the Levite were legalistic and withdrawn. They saw the problem. Today, in the churches, that is this problem. They see the problem, but they deny the problem. ما دیگه مشکلی نداریم. They see the problem, but they don't care about the problem. That is why they avoid the problem. That's why they don't give me a ride. I had a problem. That is why. They believed if they touched the dead man, they would be not clean for teaching. Oh, استانداردهای ما خیلی بالاست. من کاری responsible for هیچی نیستم. من مسئول هیچی نیستم. من فقط صحبت میکنم. موعظه‌مو آماده میکنم، صحبت میکنم. این وظیفه منه. دارم کلام خدا رو میگم، بشینید کلام خدا رو گوش بدید. I don't care about your problem. The Good Samaritan was a social outcast, despised, ignored, and rejected by society. I was rejected. I was ignored. I was the victim. Who cares about it? Who cares about ignored and rejected one? Who cares about that? But those people who are rejected and ignored, they know how does it feel to be ignored, to be rejected. When I talk from my heart because I feel that sensation. I was rejected. I was ignored. So I know how does it feel. If I want to help other people who feel the same, I can help them very well because I felt that myself. I speak from my own experience. But somebody who tells lies about his or her experience, she or he cannot help other people. They just blah 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 blah, can talk. He knew what it was like to be passed by and uncared for. But he also had experienced the cure. When he saw this victim, he was able to empathize with him. He looked upon him as a person who needed to be loved. When you want to help somebody who needs love, you have to recognize who needs love. Someone like me needs love. Someone, so forget about me. Someone who is rejected, someone who is ignored needs love. Not those people who living, or you choose living in the houses and they have everything, and you choose them because your intention is something else. I'm not judging you. Your intention is something, but you don't look for real people who needs love. You say, oh, somebody needs love. We need to help them. But you have to find somebody who really needs love, not the one you select purposely, an intention. You select a specific person intentionally, then say, hey, she needs love. You have to help somebody who really needs love. So you ignore the one that robbed, ignored, despised, outcast. Help somebody else that who doesn't need love. Okay, so in today world and in today church, when they want to find someone who needs love, they avoided only and rejected people who most needed love. Unfortunately, the key to successful relationship really gets down to responsibility. I am responsible for how I treat others. I'm not responsible for people treating me. I'm not responsible. It's not my responsibility, that part. Relationship in general has two parts, my part and the other person's part. I'm not responsible how they react, and I don't care why and the reason why they react like that. The responsibility of mine is how I react, how I act and react, how I behave. That's my responsibility. Maybe they say, oh, you see, I act like this. It's because you acted like that. It's food in social media that said, okay, if you see me change because you did that. I told you what solution I found. I make a distance between myself and you on purpose. That's the key to keep myself emotionally and physically healthy. My mind and my soul needs to be healthy. That's why I make a distance intentionally between me and yourself. When they don't treat you good in a team, leave the team. Why do you need a team when they don't respect you, they don't treat you well? As the worst part is, they don't accept any responsibility. Man مسئول هیچی نیستن. So, I don't care why they behave like this. There is no justification for treating badly other people. I don't care who the person that is. I don't care. Let me close with this. If we want to keep somebody, I went to a workshop, a psychology workshop, and the doctor said, I want to keep him. The successful key for keeping somebody is you have to accept your mistakes. I'm not saying that there is you have to respect them high. No, I'm not talking about respect at all. The only things I say is accept your mistakes. That's all I say. Accept your mistakes, and your relationship can go further and further and further. Peace of God be with you all. Okay, so this one, and the one in the end. How can I change?